Well, don't go away. The best is yet to come. Right now, it's the best of Groucho. It's Groucho Marx in You Bet Your Life. Brought to you tonight by Lever Brothers, makers of Blue Liquid Whisk, the full-range laundry detergent. Whisk is the liquid way to your cleanest wash. And Pepsodent, that cleans more effectively, polishes more protectively than any other leading toothpaste in familiar carton or handy new push-button container. And here he is, the one, the only...
Well, here I am again with a chance for each of our couples to win up to 10,000 smackolas. And if any of them say the secret word, they'll win an extra $100.
Groucho will meet our first contestants in just a moment. Sanita Pelkey is waiting to talk to you now, and her partner is a special guest, one of the best-known names in the world of bridge, Mr. Charles Goren. So, folks, you come in, please, and meet Groucho Marx.
Welcome to You Bet Your Life. Say the secret word and divide it up. This isn't going to be easy, this next one.
I didn't expect you'd say hello to me, Groucho. When
I have no intention of saying hello to you. In fact, you can leave now, as far as I'm concerned. Welcome to You Bet Your Life. Say the secret word and divide an extra $100. It's a common word, something you always have with you. And, brother, that isn't all you have. Mr. Goren, I'm glad to see you.
Thank you. I'm glad I was noticed at long last.
That's the last time I'll look at you tonight. Mr. Goren, I'm impressed having you up here. Your name is a household word among millions of bridge players. But don't let that go to your head, mister, because Drano is a household word, too. Now then, what kind of pinochle do you play?
As a matter of fact, I was weaned on pinochle.
You were?
That was my first game.
Is that so? We used milk in our house. Well, we'll cross that bridge after I tilt with this little tootsie over here, huh? What is it?
Sanita.
Oh, Sanita. Well, that's a very pretty name. And you're a very pretty girl. Does your name have any translation?
Well, Groucho, it means health or healthy or something like that.
Pick the right name for you, Sanita. If I ever saw anyone who's bursting with health, this is it. How do you account for this large amount of beauty and health and everything else?
Well, Groucho, I think it's sports and good eating habits.
You mean a lot of sports have filled you up with a lot of food? Is that it?
Well,
What are some of your good eating habits? Can you eat peas with a knife?
No, but I eat liver and yogurt for breakfast every morning.
Yogurt and liver? You know, it's bad enough to have to get up in the morning and look at the morning paper without having to stare at yogurt and liver besides. Who told you to eat yogurt and liver? Some cat?
No.
You mean a cool cat?
No, Groucho, I've been reading quite a few medical books, and they say that they're the best source of vitamin B.
I'll come back to you very quickly. I'll call you Tommy, is that right?
Well, it's all right, except that if you call me Charlie, I'm more apt to answer to it, because that happens to be my name.
Oh, Charlie, huh? You said yogurt and liver, and that's the secret word. So you get $50, and Tiny Tim gets $50. I'll call you Chuck, huh? Does anybody call you Chuck? And Sanita, I'll call you the first thing in the morning. Be sure to bring the yogurt. I'll furnish the liver. Charlie, you look very familiar. Did we ever meet before?
Yes, we did, a great many years ago, and I don't want to reveal the length of time it's been.
Oh, I don't mind.
You don't?
I've lost her anyhow. What
Can
happened?
you remember I'll Say She Is?
Yes, I do. I'm still using the jokes from those days. Were you in that show? Were you a chorus boy in that show?
No, but my favorite partner was a chorus girl in one of your later shows, Coconuts.
Is that so?
Her name now is Helen Sobel. She's the greatest woman bridge player in the world. But at that time, her name was
She was a chorus girl in
She
Coconuts?
was a chorus girl in the Coconuts.
Is that so?
As a matter of fact, I've been your devoted devotee ever since.
Is that so? It's mighty. I don't know what that means, but it's...
It means that I bought a lot of tickets to your performance.
Oh. Well, how did we meet? I don't remember. Did you come backstage to see your
I was supposed to teach you and your brothers to play bridge.
Oh. Well, what happened?
Well, I mentioned in passing right at the start that bridge was played with a deck consisting of 52 cards, at which point you rose and said that's as much as you could absorb in one lesson, and out you went.
Well, it's true. I can't concentrate that long. The only game I like to play is Old Maid. Providing she isn't too old. How old are you, Charlie?
I'm 56.
56. How long have you been married?
I haven't been married yet, but I haven't given up hope.
Have you given up Crosby? Apparently you don't believe in putting all your cards on the table. How about a romance with Sanita here?
Well,
Wouldn't you like to marry her?
I certainly would, any minute. But I have an idea she has one or two boyfriends lurking in the wings.
Well, start dealing, Charlie. Turn on the charm, huh? Just remember, the cards aren't the only thing that's stacked. Sanita.
Yes.
By George, I think she likes me. How old are you, Sanita? I'll call you Sanita, huh?
Sonny.
Sonny, how old are you?
21.
Married?
No.
Do you play bridge?
No, I don't. I play gin rummy and Chinese checkers.
Chinese checkers you play? Would you like to forget gin rummy and Chinese checkers and learn to play a real game?
Yes.
How would you like to learn to play from the world's greatest authority?
Well, I'd like Mr. Goren to teach me bridge very much.
Who's talking about Goren? What's more important, who's talking about bridge? Sanita, I pride myself on being able to guess occupations. I've been doing it so long. And I'd say offhand that you're a differential calculus teacher at Caltech. Is that right? Is that right?
No, Groucho.
You're not?
No. I'm a dancer and a showgirl at the Moulin Rouge.
Oh, Moulin Rouge. Well, that's a very fine place. What do you do there?
Well, I actually walk around with an hour-shaped figure dress.
You just walk around? This is your entire occupation?
At the present, yes.
An hourglass dress, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Must be the early part of the hour, huh? Sanita, have you done any modeling?
Yes, I have, Groucho.
What have you modeled?
Well, I've...
You won any contests?
Yes, that also. I've been Miss New York State this year in Miss Universe pageant, and I've been Miss Smiles, Miss St. George, Miss National Salami, Miss Potato Salad.
You were Miss National Salami? Well, is that anything like Miss Potato Salad? Or did you get them both together?
No, they were separate.
All you needed was
contests.
coffee, huh? Well, what was this? You say you were Miss National Salami. Have you ever hung in a delicatessen window? Well, Charlie, besides marking cards and dealing from the bottom of the deck, just what do you do to keep busy?
Well, I've got lots to do to keep me busy. I have a daily column that I write for about 200 papers around the country. I usually have a book that I'm revising. I've recently taken on the bridge feature of Sports Illustrated magazine.
Oh. Do people still play bridge? I thought everybody nowadays played cribbage, especially if they had corned beef.
Well, I do now. I wrote an article on cribbage some
Did you?
5 or 6 weeks ago.
It's a very interesting game. Alexander Woollcott and Harper used to play that together all the time.
There's a revival of it.
Is there? What is your latest book called?
It's called contract bridge complete. That is the new contract bridge complete.
Yeah. Well, how does that differ from last year's contract bridge? Bridge doesn't change. Why do you have to keep on writing new books?
Well, I don't agree that bridge doesn't change. Bridge is a constantly changing thing like medicine.
Have you ever had a perfect hand,
Yes.
Charles?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I had it in the days, I had it rather as a
When
meal.
you were going with that chorus girl, you mean?
Yes. As a matter of fact, it was before that time. There was a type of game we called goulash. So I
Really?
actually had it in a meal.
Well, there's a Hungarian in the audience here tonight. And at the word of goulash, he starts frothing at the mouth, and you got to be very careful.
Well, I have to be careful to tell him I had 13 clubs in one hand and never got a chance to bid.
How come?
Because it was up to 7 spades before it got round to me.
Now, is this clear to you?
Definitely.
Well, Sanita, you've heard a lot about bridge. Now, be honest. Which do you prefer, bridge or Chinese checkers?
I think I still like Chinese checkers.
Why?
Well, Groucho, it only takes 2 people to play it, and...
Sanita, I happen to know another game that you can play.
And,
Well, suppose some evening I called on you, Sanita, and I warn you, I know nothing about Chinese checkers. Now, what would we do?
Well, Groucho, you have a large board, and it's full of holes. And each man...
You're describing me like a piece of Swiss cheese.
Each man has 10 marbles, and the object of the game is to get your marbles on the other side of the board before you do.
Look, if I called on you some evening and I spent all my time playing Chinese checkers, you can be sure of one thing. I've certainly lost all my marbles. Well, it's been fun having Mr. Bridge on the show tonight, to say nothing of having Miss National Salami. Let's play You Bet Your Life. Now, you selected as your category salami and potato salad.
Groucho, at this point, I'd like to beg leave to check out and give my position to some young, deserving man that might improve his state in life.
That's very nice. Now, is there a deserving young man in the audience? Come on, Kovacs, get on your feet there. Will you?
If I'd known that, I'd have stayed.
He won't keep me. He won't wait. I'll see to that. Huh?
Well, Groucho, if Ernie Kovacs is coming up here, I think perhaps we better take a moment now for our sponsor.
Ernie, I'm glad to see you. Huh? This is Mr. Goren, Mr. Kovacs.
I never thought I'd have the honor of having such a distinguished stand-in.
Miss Pelkey. Miss Pelkey, Mr. Kovacs. And Mr. Fenneman.
Never mind Fenneman.
Okay, well, I'll mind Fenneman. You watch.
Thank you.
Now, you selected as your category hieroglyphics. Is that right?
What? I was sitting up there. I don't know. I'm interested.
Your partner here selected Mother Goose Rhymes. She figured this would be something that...
Fine.
You have children, haven't you?
After they see this, I may embarrass them terribly.
No, but when you smoke that half down, would you give me the rest?
I gave you the other one, remember?
All right, I'm going to ask you some questions. If you miss 2 in a row...
Liver and yogurt?
If you get 4 in a row right, it'll be a miracle. That's all I can say. Now, Ernie, if you win any money, what are you going to do with it?
Oh, well, besides that, no, I have a very pet organization of mine. It's
You have?
a horrible word.
What kind
to
of
use.
pets? Dogs?
No, this is the Save the Children Federation that I have.
Well, don't you
always
regard
been-
Sanita as a pet?
Huh? Well, yogurt on liver.
Did you see him in Madball? Pretty funny in that, huh? Well, if you see it around and you haven't seen it, go see it because he's wonderful in it. It's a very funny picture. Are you ready?
When?
Here we go around the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, mulberry bush. Tell me when we do it. When do you
Is that
go
a
around...
question?
That's not the answer. That's just a
talk about
question.
it?
Yes, you can talk about it. When do you go around the mulberry bush?
Early in the morning.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's cold and frosty
I didn't even know
morning.
that, to be honest with you. I didn't know that.
Well, you don't have to be honest with me. You never have up to now.
You have one right.
Thanks.
You bet.
Says
Don't
it
you
like
like
he's
that
mad
nice
at me.
cryptic dialogue, huh? What did little Jack Horner pull out of his Christmas pie in addition to his thumb?
A plum.
I'd rather not say.
Plum. She knew.
Oh, plum.
You now have two right.
We now have two right.
You do.
Who went to see silver buckles at his knee?
That's a darn good question.
Yes, it is, huh?
Anybody out there know that?
Hello out there.
Do you know this? Let's try. What's the one with the pussycat and the boots and all that jazz? What was it?
That comes much later, huh?
Oh, that's...
Well, this was Bobby Shafto.
Ooh.
Bobby Shafto. I think he's an agent. He handles some action.
Is this the answer, Bobby
Yeah, on
Shafto?
the square. This is
I've
the
never heard of this
answer.
in my life.
Yeah, me either.
Have you?
Now, in what rhyme?
You have one wrong now.
I know that. I know that. I know that.
He's afraid. He's a kind of a sadistic mind he has.
First time he smiled when we got one wrong, too, I think.
It looks like he's going to do plenty of laughing here tonight. In the rhyme, 1, 2, buckle my shoe. What rhymes with 9, 10?
Big fat hen.
Two right, right?
Yeah,
One wrong. One right. One right. No, you go back. You see, you go back.
One right. One right. We only had one wrong. We had three right. Now we've got one right.
All right, now this is a cinch.
Yeah.
Some like peas porridge hot, some like it cold. Now, how do the others like it?
In a pot, 9. You want to take
Days old.
That's very, very.
How many have we got right now?
Two right.
Two right.
Two right.
I don't trust anybody.
I've seen the show, dear. Watch it.
Why did Pussycat go to London? Seems kind of silly.
Is this any particular pussycat?
Pussycat, Pussycat, where have you
To
been?
see the Jack of Spades or the Queen. It was the
Oh,
Queen.
that's
the Queen,
right, yeah.
The Queen.
You now have three right.
Is it right? If it's not right, I retract it.
Yeah.
No, it's right.
It's right. I stand.
Now, here comes the coup de grace. This knocks you flat.
In front of a lease, Pete.
Yes. Now, who saw Cock Robin die?
Wait a minute. Let's be careful. Let's not rush into this, shall we? It was. Does it have wings and 6 legs?
Oh, I know that. That's a garbage wagon. Who saw Cock Robin die?
Bzzz. I'm going to see if he has anything in his face when I do little hints. Bzzz. He smiled, but he's tricky.
I'm smiling your stupidity.
I said the fly with my little
That's
eye.
right. That's right. The fly is right. You don't have to go any further.
With my eye.
You've won
You
this
got
girl.
4 in a row. You won $1,000.
Now, you've won this girl and $1,000.
Name. I was out in the audience. Thank you very much.
It's dishonest, but since this is counterfeit money, we don't care. It's $50 for you. She's got 100 now, and 50
Wonderful.
for you.
Thank you. Fake.
Now,
Thank
look,
you very much.
It's all fake. Now, you won
What is this?
$1,000. You can keep it and quit, or else you can come back later and try to double your money. You may even get a chance at $10,000.
What president was this? Jim Clinton.
He made coats for the Army and Navy. You may even get a chance at $10,000, Ernie, so go over there and sit down
I
with...
wouldn't know what to do with it, Zep. Oh, I sit down with her?
With Sanita.
Okay.
And
Say
think
what
it
about-
over, and if I don't see you later, I'll get in touch with Edie.
Take it easy, Zep. You keep away from me.
Well, Groucho, with all that's been going on up here tonight, I think we're just about out of time. However, I do understand from backstage that we have another couple, and they're willing to come out here, if no more than just to play the game and maybe try to win some money. They're high school students, and they're very eager to win some money. So here they are now, Sharon Riley and Vernon Yates. Would you come out, please, and meet Groucho Marx?
Welcome to You Bet Your Life. Say the secret word and divide an extra $100. It's a common word, something you always have with you. Sharon Riley and Vernon Yates. Well, you're a charming young couple. Vernon, how long have you been married? How old are you, Vernon?
17.
17. And Sharon?
17 and a half.
Oh, you're the oldest.
Yeah.
Where is your home, Vernon?
We live in Riverside, California.
What do you mean by we?
Both of us.
Oh.
In separate districts.
No.
And you live in
Riverside, too.
Riverside, huh? Where are you originally from, Sharon?
Originally from Compton, California. Was born on Mother's Day, but have lived in Riverside for the last 16 years.
Well, that was a nice present you gave your mother.
I know.
Now, Vernon, you say that you and Sharon are friends. Why is that? Do you both go to the same school?
Yeah, we're both seniors at Ramona Senior High School.
Yeah, you talk German here?
Yeah?
Well, I suppose you're both pretty proud of being seniors. Huh?
Well, our senior
He's
class...
going to be the head of the Chamber of Commerce in 7 years.
Our senior class is the first senior class at Ramona that graduates.
No wonder the schools are crowded. There isn't anybody there bright enough to get out anymore. Is this a new school?
Yes, we've been in existence for 2 years now.
No. Well, this has certainly been an education to me, and I'd like to continue, but I'm sure you'd both like to win some money, and I have a hunch that you're going to knock me pretty dead here. You selected hit tunes of the 1950s. Jack Meakin will play some of the hits, and you name them. If you miss 2 in a row, you're out. If you get 4 in a row right, you win $1,000. Identify this one. What?
Fascination.
You're not seriously going to take the money for these kind of questions, are you? Identify this one. What is it?
Deo, or the Banana Boat song.
Banana Boat Song. And give me the name of this one.
Happy Wanderer.
Yeah, now how did you know that?
We used to listen to records, you know.
Oh.
Radio.
All right, give me the name of this one.
And get it right, you'll have $1,000.
Come on, kid. Here, get with it.
You seriously going to take this
I'll
money?
let you take it.
Love and marriage.
Well, you won $1,000. You won $1,000. Now, you can keep it and quit, or you can come back later at the end of the show and try to double your money.
Thank you.
You may even get a crack at $10,000. So go over there and sit down and think about it. No matter what you decide to do, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you. Bye.
Well, now, Groucho, here's the story on the big question. Ernie Kovacs and his partner have decided not to try because Ernie says that he wants to be sure that the money he's won already will go to the Save the Children Federation. However, our teenagers, well, they have their decision and they want to tell it to you. So, Sharon and Vernon, would you come out, please?
Now, you've won $1,000 so far. If you decide to try for the 10 and you fail, you wind up with a total of $500. What are you going to do?
Oops, I'm going to knock this over.
I'm going to try.
No, I mean in addition to that.
Well, I'm not going to go for it.
You're
I'm
not
going to
going
put
to
it in a
go?
hope chest.
Well, that's your privilege. Congratulations on winning the $500. I'll take a seat over there and sit down and see what happens to...
Good luck, Jason.
You're going to go for the big one, huh?
Yeah.
Now, think of a number between 1 and 10.
3.
3. You're going to spin the wheel. If any number besides the one you pick comes up, the question is worth $1,000. Since you're half of a team, if your number comes up, the question is worth $5,000. Ready? The number is 3. Give it a time. No, you said 3 and it came 10, so this question is worth $1,000. You ready? According to our source, the Encyclopedia Britannica, the busiest ship canal in the world connects Lake Superior and Lake Huron. For $1,000, what is the name of this canal?
That's not the Erie Canal, is it?
No, it's the Sault Ste. Marie.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry you missed it, but you wind up with $250, which is $250 less than your partner got. So congratulations and condolences, and thanks for being with us.
Groucho Marx in You Bet Your Life has been brought to you tonight by Lever Brothers, makers of utterly new White Lifebuoy, the active soap for active people. It's a miracle in white with a wonderful new fragrance. And Blue Liquid Whisk, the full-range laundry detergent. Whisk is the liquid way to your cleanest wash. Your satisfaction guaranteed by Lever Brothers or your money back. 2 weeks from tonight, Groucho returns to begin his 13th year of You Bet Your Life. Don't miss the first of the new fall series of You Bet Your Life 2 weeks from tonight.